Alrighty, so today we need to talk again about the 10th anniversary. The game is quite a bit quiet right now, so it is tough to sort of dig deep and find the answers here for videos, but we're going to keep trying. We got to hustle through this, I tell you guys I'm going to upload every day. I intend to stick by that. So what I want to do today is kind of give some more predictions and my thoughts on potentially what the 10th anniversary is going to be. Let me rip the band-aid off now. I don't know. I know as much as you know, right? So, and that answer is not much. We have social media hints to go off of. We have potential trends in the past in order to sort of indicate what we think it could be. And community speculation is always kind of fun to do. So before we get into my predictions, I want to know what you guys think the 10th anniversary is going to be. What do you think is worthy of an anniversary like the 10th one? I think one thing to sort of remember is maybe the fact that it's the 10th specific may be more important to the community than it is to the devs, right? To them, this could just be like, this is the anniversary, the yearly anniversary, right? This isn't like, oh, this is the 10th yearly anniversary, right? This is just the anniversary. So I'm not saying that's like 100% how it is, but I would potentially say that there is like that realm of possibilities where it's like, if it's not LR Super Gogeta and Super Vegito and it's just like a more run-of-the-mill anniversary, that could sort of be the rationale for it. Right now, with that being said, I pulled up some categories with some potential moments that I think really could kind of encapsulate what we are looking for here in terms of the anniversary. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. Right now, I'm not going to get into EZAs and custom concepts for celebrations and stuff like that. I just want to talk about potential things that the EZA could bring to us. And the first thing I want to talk about is the Namek Saga. Now, I know right away some of you are groaning and being like, oh, like Namek, no, Namek is not worthy of anniversary. What I think something that we have to remember is without the Namek Saga fight, Dragon Ball is not what it is, right? The Super Saiyan form is the catalyst for all of our favorite stuff in Dragon Ball, right? Because it literally comes down to, like, if we really want to break this down, we don't have Super Saiyan 2 if we don't have Super Saiyan. We don't have Super Saiyan 3 if we don't have Super Saiyan. We don't have Super Saiyan 4 if we don't have Super Saiyan. We don't have Super Saiyan God if we don't have Super Saiyan. We don't have Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan if we don't have Super Saiyan, right? You get the idea. So this is like the Goku versus Frieza on Namek is the Dragon Ball fight. This is Dragon Ball right here. Goku versus Frieza on Namek. You could argue, and I wouldn't like bat an eye, that this is the best iteration of Goku in the series, regardless of power scaling. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the character of Goku, and what he does in Namek is probably his best work as a character, right? The Super Saiyan transformation, that is the Dragon Ball moment, right? People wanted to have this argument for the longest time, right? Where it was like, is Gear 5 more iconic than Super Saiyan, right? Because we're comparing like the peak of One Piece, right? Like the biggest like IP in terms of animanga right now, and their big apex, right? And it's like the comparison is Goku who went Super Saiyan. So this idea that Namek is not hype enough for an anniversary, I'm not buying that for 1 minute. Now, if it's Gohan and Krillin from Namek, if it's Captain Ginyu, if it's Nail, we're talking a different story. But if we're talking you, and we're talking, where are you? You, right? Super Saiyan Goku that transforms into the Super Saiyan, that active skill, Goku saying like, transforming and talking about Krillin and all that, because we have that animation and it's not voiced in the game right now. And if we get that as a voiced option, like that's peak, right? Like Nezawa voicing the Super Saiyan scream, Shemmel doing it again for those of you who play in dub, like that's peak. Like I don't want this to like come off as I think is like Namek is like the most hype option, but I also want you to understand that like just because if it's Namek, that doesn't mean it's an L, right? Goku versus Frieza is the Dragon Ball fight, and I'm not hearing otherwise that it's not worthy of an anniversary, right? Is it Beast Gohan? Is it a shiny new toy? Absolutely not. But is it the Dragon Ball toy? Yes, I think it's like Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza. It's so special, and we can't act like it's not worthy of an anniversary. So these two, Goku and Frieza, that would be a good pick. Let's go ahead and move on to Android/Cell Saga. This one's pretty simple. There's two options here. It's Perfect Cell and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. We want to talk about definitive moments. The Father-Son Kamehameha is right up there. Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 might individually be like a top 3 moment for me in the series. The soundtrack, the voice acting, the moment, the everything. It's just so good. So special place in my heart again for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and absolutely without a shadow of a doubt worthy of an anniversary. Gohan 100% is a big boy in terms of like characters that are bringing people in and driving the hype, right? Legends, it's a little bit different of a story just because of the negative annotation the negative association, excuse me, with Gohan, with like the hybrids team in the meta, but that's not what we're here to talk about, right? We're here to talk about why I think that this Gohan 100% is worthy of an anniversary spot, and Cell could easily kind of fall in line if we wanted to do like, if just in theory, right, we do like Goku, Gohan, Frieza, Cell. To me, that's 4 LRs that I'm perfectly fine with being in the conversation for the anniversary. So if we're going to go Cell Saga, I think these are not terrible choices. Could have some fun with some old Super EZAs for like Tech Cell or something like that. Like there's a bunch of options down here, but that's not what we're here to talk about. The headliners, I think, for the 10th anniversary, if they wanted to go this route, would be like Gohan and Cell, and those are the only 2 characters from this specific saga that I would even consider. So let's go ahead and move on, and we are going to go to Super Saiyan, or the GT side of things. So I'm sure, as you guys know, really, all things considered, they're not doing a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta if Goku's not with him for anniversary. So really, to me, there's one option, and it's this guy right here. I think 100% this is an option for the anniversary. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, again, another big dog, right? We're talking about him in the likes of the Gogeta Blues, the Beast Gohans, the Ultra Instinct Gokus, the Super Saiyan Gokus, the Super Saiyan 2 Gohans, the Brolys, the Gogetas, the Vegetos, like all of those big characters, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is up there with the big, like with the best of them, right? This is a character who can easily headline a celebration and carry it himself. This is something that people are always going to be excited for. So a rendition of this character who ultimately will end up working really well with the EZA for who we're speculating to EZA during the celebration, and that is going to be this version of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right up here. These 2 working together, they're going to share 6 to 7 links, and they're going to be an absolute like mammoth rotation if they were to end up going down that route. I don't really see any negatives to doing that. People love GT, and especially Super Saiyan 4. Well, they don't love GT, but they love Super Saiyan 4, right? Super Saiyan 4 has always been like highly tied to hype moments in Dokkan, right? We think about the 2nd anniversary. They literally broke Global Dokkan, right? The 4th anniversary, they headlined, right? The 7th anniversary, they headlined. Tanabata 2023, he headlined. Super Saiyan 4 Goku headlined. So Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, easily an anniversary pick. I don't think I really need to elaborate on why I think he could potentially go. But let's go into the tab with the most variety in terms of what we could potentially expect for the anniversary. And overall, this is going to be my choice for who I'm expecting to get the EZA, or not the EZA, the anniversary headlining, and that is going to be Fused Fighters. Now, with Fused Fighters, the specific characters that I want to focus on are going to be Super Gogeta and Super Vegito. I think part 1 is going to be those 2 characters if you want my overall prediction. These are extremely safe picks, and again, sort of to just kind of counteract the point that I made earlier talking about, like, do they think it's special? If you want to go with the mindset that they are taking into consideration that this is the 10th anniversary, then I absolutely could see something like this going down, where they just go all out, 4 fusions. We're talking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Vegito, and then maybe like Vegito Blue, or who's like another fusion, like hell, even Gotenks you could slide in there. It's a little polar bear in Arlington, Texas, but really, if you would just want to do like fusions, right? You get Blue Gogeta in there, you get a Blue Vegito. Maybe it's like a Super Vegito and Super Gogeta character alongside a Vegito, a Blue Vegito and Blue Gogeta character. Like, you really could just kind of go down like that wacky rabbit hole where there are just so many potential options that it is kind of tough to narrow it down. So yeah, fusions is going to be my overall like number 1 pick. I know I was pretty vehement in my defense here of the Namek Saga. I just don't really, I don't know if appreciate's the right word, but I just don't think it's fair to the Namek Saga for people to be like, yeah, there's no way this could possibly be an anniversary, because I think that the Namek Saga is extremely hype. Not extremely. The Namek fight is extremely good, right? Let me reword that, right? I don't think that Super Saiyan Goku is quite, well, he definitely is, because he's headlined so much stuff. But it's just, I think for me, it's more of just the timing of it compared to what people are used to now, where it's like, I can't sit here and tell you with a straight face that I think Super Saiyan Goku is more hyped than like Super Gogeta and Super Vegito, but what I can tell you is that I think both can shoulder the responsibility of carrying an anniversary. I absolutely think that is the case, because again, Dragon Ball fights, like I survey 10 of you in the comment section. You're all in a room, and I ask you like, what's the first Dragon Ball fight you think of when I ask you about Dragon Ball? And at least 7 to 8 of you are saying Goku versus Frieza. So that is sort of where I stand right now. Overall, I think for the anniversary, you guys see it on the thumbnail. I think Super Gogeta and Super Vegito are going to be my pick for who is going to be headlining the 10th anniversary. But let me know down below who you guys got for the 10th anniversary. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you were new, and I'll see you all in the next one.